to a guided meditation on appreciating the small joys. The idea that a joy can be small and therefore somehow less is something I suppose we've been conditioned to believe, given that our material world right now is all about supersizing and upsizing, and size counts. What would our lives be like if our level of awareness was such that every little thing felt like magic, a blessing, a free bonus? That all of these wonderful experiences are available to us if we choose to see them and open ourselves up to receive them. Perhaps these joys are closer at hand than we've ever imagined, and if you're ready, this meditation will guide you towards taking up these amazing gifts and really immersing yourself in the enjoyment of them. I'll begin a countdown from 5 to 1 to help us settle down into a calm, restful state where we can share a few moments together. It's really okay if your mind is still busy and you aren't sure if you have the time to give this meditation your full awareness. Here's something to consider. Thoughts are tumbling through your consciousness already. Perhaps you've been stressing about all sorts of things at this frenetic pace for hours, weeks, months. Imagine if 5 minutes from now, some of the solutions about which you've been agonizing simply fell into place without any struggle whatsoever. At the very least, taking a short break from all this high-paced worry might just feel like the relief you need, and it could re-energize you to continue with the clarity. The problems, as you perceive them, are all around you, but they are not coming for you right at this second. You can even go back to worrying about them if that's what you'd prefer. But I encourage you to accept my invitation to be kind to yourself and simply spend these moments with me and with your source energy, which will help restore you body, mind, and soul. So, provided you've switched off any electrical equipment you don't need just yet, and you can get comfortable whether sitting in your chair, on the floor, or lying in your bed, or even on the carpet under your desk at work. Let's begin that short countdown towards relaxation and appreciating these small joys. Closing your eyes so as to draw your focus into the experience and away from the stimulation of the world around you, let's set our intention. We intend to use this short, guided meditation to enhance our appreciation for the small joys in life. When we acknowledge our blessings through appreciation, we become more aligned with source energy, from which even more abundance can flow into our lives as we allow resistance to ebb away from our lives. 5. Take in a breath as deep as you feel comfortable, and after a short pause, just exhale, making a sighing sound. It's like this. We are beginning to leave the room. Sounds of your immediate environment are starting to fade away. 3. Feeling very relaxed and calm as your breathing slows and your heart rate slows. Put your attention on anywhere in your body that is coming up for you in pain. Perhaps your back, your neck. You might notice some joint pain. Breathe in healing energy to those places and let go even further as we sink lower still to a place of deep, deep relaxation. Two, continue to breathe gently and without effort or manipulation. Just notice how effortlessly your body is breathing for you. You feel calm and relaxed. Thoughts that come up for you, trying to draw you back into stress, just let them come up and tell yourself you'll get back to those just now. You don't have to do anything at all right now. Your source energy within you will help you to let go of any last remaining resistance. Gradually, you sink lower and lower into a deep, safe place of relaxation. Go deeper with each breath. One. We are ready to begin our meditation now. If you should drift away to sleep during this time together, all is well. Your subconscious mind will remember everything you need, and you can just relax and enjoy the peace of these next few minutes. Our lives are filled with many wonderful signs that we are being cared for and greatly loved and cherished by our Creator. Sometimes we don't see the wood for the trees. If we are caught up in our minds in the story of stress, we sometimes don't notice that there are many wonderful opportunities all around us, lining up to help us, to guide us, to give us joy. When we ease out of the endless mind chatter and the ongoing commentary of regrets about the past and anxiety about the future, we can choose to focus our awareness. Contemplation creates duplication. It serves us better to think about good thoughts and have more of those than to think about negative thoughts that exacerbate a negative situation. Let's contemplate the art of appreciating small joys. If we appreciate the small joys and set our focus on them, how much greater will our lives feel when those small joys duplicate and lead us to even greater joys? Can you think of a small joy in your life that you may have taken for granted, but which actually is really useful to you? Is it the small joy of having your own coffee cup at work? Or is it smaller? Is it the small joy of finding clean teaspoons in the office kitchen drawer? Is it the small joy of what looked like a massive traffic jam this morning, yet somehow the taxi let you in ahead of him? How about the small joy of finding your keys easily? The small joy of having someone pick up when you rang the call center. They were helpful and calmed you down and brought you to a solution. If you work outdoors, is the small joy a partly cloudy day so that you could take shelter from the heat when the clouds cross the sun? Or perhaps your small joy is really needing the rain, but being able to get indoors before the first droplets mess your newly done hair. Is a small joy for you the fact that you were at a busy shopping mall and the escalator, which often seems to be on the blink, was actually working this morning? How much fun is it to find money in your own pockets after getting clothes back from the laundry? What joy to see your dogs excited for the same food day after day. How do they do that? Small joys. Joy when you get the TV remote and you flick onto a channel that's just about to start a movie with your favorite actor. Joy to have chosen the right meal at a restaurant. You frequently have plate envy, but not this time. You chose exactly what you wanted, and it was just utterly delicious. Joy to get the seat on the train that has a table so you have more space. Joy when you produce a document that didn't need 100 corrections. Joy to find that the homework you had to do seemed like a mountain to climb, yet somehow you got through it and could still enjoy the afternoon sun or visiting friends. Joy when handed someone's baby, that they didn't burst into tears. Joy when you had just enough petrol to get to the petrol station. Joy to carry tea and coffee on a tray and not spill. Joy when the parking materialized and you know you were slightly doubtful about your ability to call on parking angels. They showed up anyway, so thank them and be glad of the small joy. Joy to have the confidence in a rotating door to meet the spin at just the right pace. Joy to have a sharp pencil. Joy to balance the accounts first time and to know without a shadow of a doubt that you don't even need to second guess yourself. Joy to meet someone and remember their name just in time to introduce them to your boss. Nice move. What small joys can you think about in your life? Things that don't seem to be all that significant, yet having them show up for you has really made your life easier. The joy of a full printer, not having to fan pages as you load them or carry reams of paper from the stockroom. The joy of being able to finish a task without having to take interrupting phone calls, or taking a call you think will be an interruption, yet it offers a simple solution to something you thought would be an absolute nightmare. The joy of your partner offering you a shoulder rub and genuinely not expecting one in return. The joy of cell phone signal when you really want to reach home and let them know your travels are going well and you miss them and love them. The joy of a friend who cancels when you had double booked and didn't want to hurt their feelings. You set up another time to see each other and all your worrying about hurting them or how to cancel with the other party just instantly vanishes. If you suffer from chronic pain, a small joy for you might be to notice that your pain seems to have eased a little. It's not fully gone yet, but for a moment it is less than it has been, and you can feel the difference. The joy of eating correctly and being glad you went for nutrition and not the fast food fix that usually leaves you feeling tired. The joy of a stranger handing you a spare poop bag when you're out on a walk with the dogs and forgot to bring bags of your own. The joy of seeing the full arch of a rainbow. Take a moment to consider what small joys have been happening in your life. Think about what your awareness of these small joys is doing for you. Is it boosting your sense of well-being? Contemplation leads to duplication. As you begin to notice your small joys, notice too how you feel in your heart and in your mind. Thank you for taking the time to appreciate the small joys. We're going to make a journey back to the room in a short while. We'll reflect back on our intention, which was to use this short guided meditation to enhance our appreciation for the small joys in life. When we acknowledge our blessings through appreciation, we become more aligned with source energy, from which even more abundance can flow into our lives as we allow resistance to ebb away from our lives. Small joys are everywhere, and if we can begin to notice them more and more across all aspects of our lives, at work, at home, with friends, in our own minds, we will notice that our focus is lined up for joy on a grander scale. Appreciating all these joys is one of the secrets to gaining more joy and to live in an abundance mindset. The more you have, the more you will get. The more grateful you are, the more you notice the flow of goodwill seems to just lift you up and take you with it, happily, excitedly, on the adventure of your life. I'm going to count from 1 to 3 as we make our way back up from this relaxed guided meditation. Take a deep breath in and exhale after a pause as I say the numbers. And when you return to the room, you will have a renewed sense of just how small joys have blessed you and made your life easier. Choose to keep your awareness of the small joys top of mind and watch how they multiply. Being thankful is a wonderful joy in itself, so acknowledge your small joys with gratitude. 3. Deep breath in. Pause. Deep breath out. Keeping your eyes closed right up until the end of our meditation, begin to leave your deep relaxation. 2. Deep breath in. Pause. Deep breath out. We are beginning to notice the sounds of our environment filtering back into our awareness as we edge closer to our return to the room. 1. Deep breath in. Pause. Deep breath out. You're back, refreshed, restored and revitalized, and with your renewed appreciation for the small joys. Notice how your life seems to flow along with a sense of wonder and magic and help from all sorts of benevolent forces working to your greater good. Open your eyes when you are ready and be kind to yourself and those around you.